All right, so we are going to measure out the top part of the scrub cap. Okay, so this would make two, I think it's 2 caps. Yes, 2 caps. And then for the band, we want to cut this on the fold. This is just a paper template. So I actually go right up against that. Okay, so now I have 2 bands, and one is going to be attached here to this one, and one's going to be attached here. I kept extra, and then what I like to do is then make this. Is that about right? Then I pin it or clip it. Here, just to give me an idea. And here, okay, and then same thing on this piece, because this is originally the reversible cap, but what we're going to do is put a button on either side so that when doctors and nurses wear these, they can hook their mask, their elastic to it. So now what you'll see is you'll have one top of the hat, then the inside of the cap. Okay? 1/4 inch is what you're looking for. This all the way around. It is going to start bunching right here, but you can just, it doesn't have to be perfect. It actually works out just fine. I've done about 2 dozen of these. So you'll see that then you fold it over like this. So this is actually also the wider band. Someone had requested a 1/2 inch wider, so this is the one we're doing. So you're going to do it for both the inner and the outer part of the scrub cap head. Okay, so now you have those sewn. Let's move over here. And then you're going to put right side together, because here's what we're going to do that's different than the original tutorial. Okay, let's get some contrasting ribbon. I'm going to cut about 2 18-inch trips. And what we're gonna do is nestle. One of them in there like that. Just about right in the middle. Okay. And I like to put it right in there so then I don't sew over it because I have done that. Then you're going to match up. So now you're going to sew all three of these pieces on either side together, like so. And then I like to go to the back. This is, it's really not. Okay, so now you've got the ribbon in here and here, and you are ready to go. And where you had that, just do an easy stitch. Probably do the ribbon stitch down first, but I am a rebel. And you want to make sure that is down and just go just a little bit in. You want to keep a hole back here. That's where you're going to flip it. Is not sewing over it. Okay, flip it and reverse it. Okay, so now we're going to take this. Just make sure you feel through. There's no ribbon that you're going to be sewing over because I did that for one of the passes that I did. So now we're just going to do a 1/4 inch seam all the way around. Make sure everything is good, looks good, perfect. All right, so now you've got this little hole here, right? You've sewn all the way around, blah, blah. Now, unlike the original scrub cap, this, you flip it. Now you have this that's already been sewn in on this side, and this that's been sewn in on this side. You take a little point turner, or whatever this is. This is called the purple thing. And I just like to have my corners like that. And now, pick a side. Pick any side you think is prettiest. You could also do contrasting colors, but to make this simple, and then you can sew down the seam, iron down the seam. But what I'm looking for right now is to close this up. I will use a zigzag stitch right on top. now you close that up. And then you can take a light iron to it, which I will do. Now you have a cap. That's it. That literally is it. Instead of having to do the bias, and then buttons. Now what's being added to these are buttons to the side. And what I do is I go about 3 inches in from the back, mark where I want to put my buttons. Okay. And then decide on what color button I want to have. I mean, button's a button's button. But maybe I'll go with the black. So one here and one here. And it doesn't have, like, the size button, I think I've seen some like this size is fine. Bigger size is fine. Just enough for the doctors and the nurses to kind of hook their elastic from their cap. I'm gonna go with this size. I kind of like the big buttons. So now, depending on how your machine, or if you're gonna hand sew it, whatever the case is, I need to select a button on my machine. I put this underneath like so. It holds the button in place, right? But I want to make sure with the hand wheel of my sewing machine that I'm not, oops, sorry, that I'm not hitting when it's sewing down, that it hits the button. Because then you'll break your needle, which I have also done. So if it makes it to the first hole, you know you're pretty good. And then there it goes. Cut the thread. Now our button just got sewn in there. You just clip off that. But next side. So I line up where I want the button, right on that orange line. Put it right under the, make sure that with my hand wheel, oh, that's gonna hit it. Reposition, that should be good. Press the pedal, cut the thread, and button is sewn. So now you nip all the extra excess thread you've got. And now you have a scrub cap with buttons on the side to hook on your elastic. Nice and fancy. Pretty secure.